Man, I mean, it's probably positive, but it's also negative. But it's like it's crazy, man. Shout out to my Niners. I'm a big Niner fan. I've been liking the San Francisco 49ers since, I'm going to say, man, 88, 89. You know what I'm saying? I was born in 77, so I was like 11, 12 years old when I started watching the 49ers. And they got rich history. You got Jerry Rice, you got Joe Montana, you got Ronnie Lott. You know what I'm saying? Some of the greatest offense and defensive players of all time on the Niners team. We won 5 Super Bowls. We ain't win one since the '90s, but we came close against the Chiefs. I feel we got robbed. That's my point of view. Um, we was up 10 both Super Bowls we played. I believe it was 2015 and 2019 we played in the Super Bowl. And both times I believe we got robbed. I believe that referees was not calling holding on the Chiefs. They was holding Nick Bosa plenty of times. I seen it, and it's like the referees turned a blind eye. That lets you know that sports is rigged, of course. But I just want to talk about something that's just crazy, man. I mean, because I'm looking at the totality of it. You know what I mean? My boy Chat Sports, you know what I'm saying? He a Niner fan, even though he be hosting Eagles games, so I really kind of iffy. I'm a straight Niner fan, straight up, all day since the grave. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna pull it up. My boy Chat Sports, he got something to say, and this is, man, it's crazy. 49ers news on this Friday night. But first, if you want Niners coverage every single day, year round, don't forget to give me a follow and subscribe. Yeah, sub to his channel. 15 months ago, the Niners fair use wide receiver Brandon Auyik to a 4-year, $120 million contract worth $30 million per season, making Auyik a 2023 All-Pro, one of the highest-paid wide receivers in the National Football League. And now it appears as though the two sides are headed for a divorce. Mike Silver, Diana Rossini with some reporting on this front that the Niners have voided the guarantees in Ayuk's 2026 contract, and this opens up the door for him to get released after the year. Around a year ago at this time, he suffered that brutal knee injury. The expectation was that Auyuk was going to play at some point this season, but the Niners have gotten increasingly frustrated with him. He has failed to attend meetings. He has declined to participate in other team activities in recent months, and it's gotten to a point where Auyuk isn't even going to fight this with the NFLPA. No other way to put it. He has quit on the Niners, and some shocking San. I mean, that's his point of view. I don't necessarily think he quit on the Niners. You know what I'm saying? They had a situation. First of all, this man is an All Pro. Let's just call it what it is. In 2023, he had over 1,000 yards receiving. He had probably like 80, 90 receptions, 1,000 yards receiving, over 1,000 yards receiving, and you know what I'm saying? He took the team to me. He took them to the playoffs, took them to Super Bowl. You know what I mean? But I'm just looking at all the people we losing, the all pros, not just with injuries, because of course we got a lot of injuries this year. Seems like we've been the most injured team in the last 2, 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And this kind of bewildered me to like, how are we getting all these players injured? You know what I'm saying? Like, why our medical staff? You know what I'm saying? Injuries is part of football. We know it, but it's like we've been having bad luck the last 4 or 5 years with the injuries. Anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. Brandon Ayuk, it's pretty much what it looks like. They're gonna release him at the end of the year, and it's crazy. And I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? We already lost Debo Samuels, and I guess you could say they was divas. They got their paycheck, they got that big extension, that big money, and they kind of like turn on the team. You can say that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the details. I wasn't in the locker room, but I feel like something's going on in the organization. We lose Greenlaw, Dre Greenlaw. After he got injured, he pretty much, I think it was, this is a rebuild year. Last couple years was pretty much they're trying to save money, stay under the salary cap, and they're trying to use the capital to pay other players. You know what I'm saying? And they was trying to get rookies through the draft and develop rookies like they do. But it's just like our window was right. We was right there at that Super Bowl. Like, why they had to do all this? Greenlaw was an All Pro linebacker, and if you watch that Super Bowl a couple years ago, um, until Greenlaw got hurt, he was shutting Kelsey down. He was shutting the tight end down. He was shutting down anything across that middle up until the time he ran on the field and tore his ACL, which was tragic. See, like we just got bad luck with injuries, right? So Greenlaw, they traded last year, right? Released him. Hufunga, a top. all pro safety they got rid of. And now he in Denver causing havoc. He kind of remind me of Troy Polamalu, if you ask me. He got that Troy Polamalu um, style of play. He's a ball hawk. He's violent on the point of attack. He can stop the run. He can stop the pass, and he can get some sacks coming from the safety spot. That tells you how fast and how dominant, how much of a ball hawk he is, right? We lost Hufunga, lost Greenlaw. Debo left, and now we getting rid of Brandon Ayuk. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Two Pro Bowl defenders, now two pro wide receivers on offense is gone, about to be gone. And it's just like, man, you know what I mean? Even though the injuries we have, got this year, we still have a winning record. We still can win a division and all that good stuff. But this kind of like, man, it's kind of somber to me because Debo was a good, excuse me, Brandon Ayuk was an all pro wide receiver. He, was good for the culture. Like behind the scenes, I have no idea what happened. Obviously, he rubbed the San Francisco 49ers the wrong way. Shout out to my San Francisco 49ers. Like, what are we doing here? The one positive about this, though, is they will be saving $25 million because when they do cut him, when they waive him, trade him, whatever they're going to do, more likely they're going to waive him. That will save the money under the cap. They need to put the money on that offensive line because we have a big offensive line problem. You know what I'm saying? We need to invest in offensive linemen. We need a cornerback. You know what I'm saying? Probably offensive lineman, defensive tackle, and we definitely need some edge rushers because we had, like I said, the injury bug hit us again. We lost three uh, dominant edge rushers this year. We lost Nick Bosa like week 3 of the season. He's an All Pro edge rusher, defensive tackle, defensive end, I should say. We lost Fred Warner, the All Pro linebacker. You know what I'm saying? One of the best linebackers in the game. We lost him to an ankle. He broke his ankle this year. You know what I'm saying? Early on, and then Mikael Williams, our rookie edge rusher that they brought on. They lost him for the year. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, injuries. And now I guess they're getting rid of all the divas and getting rid of the cancer of the culture. And they got rid of Debo. Like my thing with Debo, of course, he was a nice all pro wide receiver slash, like he was like a wide back because he was in the backfield as a running back and he also caught the ball as a wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? Debo, I mean, it's just like I don't even know what to say, man, because it's like, and I know it's part of the game. It's part of business. You lose some people, you gain some people. You cut people, you waive people. You re-sign, you released. It's part of business. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not going to be with the team forever because you have to get under the salary cap. You have to save money, but you also have to win games. That's what this is about. Ultimately, winning games, trying to get to the Super Bowl, trying to get that ring, trying to get to the big dance. I still feel that this is staged NFL. You know what I'm saying? Because look at the stuff coming out. NBA, all these allegations, not even allegations. The FBI has went to investigate NBA and players got arrested. People is about to be serving time in prison. This is serious, right? But I knew once gambling was legal, once they made it legal, it's going to be a lot of fraudulent. It's going to be a lot of corruptness going on. I mean, the world has already got a lot of corruptness going on, but now they made it legal. It's going to be super corrupt. And like they showed a lot of black faces, a lot of NBA players, a couple who was caught in this scandal. Why they didn't show none of that? They said it was the mob attached to this. Why didn't it show no mob members? Why didn't it show other people but black NBA players behind this? Anyway, like I said, man, it's a sad day, but I guess it's a good day because we're gonna save some money and we should go ahead. Besides the draft, they should go ahead and like try getting some all pro offensive linemen. Try getting some. I'm glad they got a kicker because we had to get rid of Moody. He was terrible. He was missing kicks. He was consistent. I think his confidence was shot. So we had to pick up Pinero. And Pinero's injured right now, of course. We just picked up somebody for like a week or two. I just want to say, man, Brandon Ayuk, was it that serious? What is going on in San Francisco? Period. We lose a lot of great players, man. Even though we still have our core, our I ain't gonna say our core championship Super Bowl team because a lot of them is gone. But we still have Trent Williams, you know what I'm saying? We still have Fred Warner, who's just injured. We got Nick Bosa. We still got Brock Purdy. And they gave this man $56 million. And I don't even know if I want to talk about the Brock Purdy situation because I feel he's a great quarterback. I just feel he was not worth no $50 million. They could have gave this man $30 million a year, 4 years, gave him $100 million contract or something. $50 million. This man's making almost as Mahomes and Prescott and them. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that the market has shifted, and is going to another direction, and everybody, got to pay the players for their position. And the quarterback is a very, very challenging position. It's a very important position, and it's a leader. The leader of men. You need a quarterback that knows what he's doing, that has the pocket presence, that knows how to call plays, and that's under pressure. He's calm and cool, collective, and he knows how to take control of the team. You know what I mean? But I just want to say, man, it's a sad day in San Fran. We lost another all-star wide receiver. And, I guess he showed his true colors after he got that bag. He got that contract, and now he won out. So he was basically, they said Ayuk, they were trying to trade him last year, obviously, but he didn't want to go to that teams, whatever. He didn't want to sign with him, so they couldn't release him. They couldn't do the trade. But with a banged up knee, he got like 2 or 3 ligaments in his leg that's damaged. Maybe he's not really coming back, because we felt, a year ago he got injured. We felt he was going to be back sometime this year, maybe week 7, week 8, week 10. They never opened the window for him, the practice window, so they're not bringing him back. Sad day in San Fran, but it could be a positive day if they use that money to get real assets, to get real key pieces and positions that we need to solidify this year and beyond. Man, San Fran got rid of Brandon Ayuk. I remember when they drafted him. I'm gonna say they drafted Brandon Ayuk probably like 2016, 2017, around there, maybe 18. He's been around for about a good 6, 7 years, but I think he kind of overachieved up until the injury. You know what I'm saying? And he sat out or sat in, held in, whatever you call it, held out to get that contract. And when he sat around, he didn't work out. They said he was out of shape. He didn't run the routes like he usually do when he got back, because he was out for so long trying to get that contract negotiation. When a lot of players, they be selfish with them contract negotiations. Like, get your money, of course, but don't hurt the team in the process. Don't hurt the process. Respect the process. You know what I'm saying? San Fran released Brandon Ayuk. I just want to come in and touch upon that real quick. I'm a San Fran 49er for life, no matter what. I was with them winning 4 or 5 games a year. I was with them when we was not making the playoffs, because it's growing pains and it happens. I'll never switch on my team, Niners to the death, but yes, it's shocking news, but not shocking. A lot of people knew Ayuk was going to be out of there. He's supposed to be traded last year. It didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? And his trade value is not going to be good now, because he's got an ACL tear, a year removed. But somebody might take a chance on him, because he's still in his 20s. He's still an all-pro. He's still a great route runner, and he's an experienced vet. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Justin Shabazz. I'm just coming dropping this information for the Niner fans. I'm a Niner fan. I don't care who is. I had to speak on this because it's like wow. And then they talking about trading Mac Jones next year, backup quarterback who pretty much kept the season alive when Brock Purdy got injured. You got to keep 2, 3 quarterbacks. Remember what happened to us a few years ago when we didn't have this backup quarterback? It was all hell. When we got in the playoffs, we got destroyed. It took Purdy out of the Eagles game. He got knocked out the game, and we had nobody. We had another dude that came in, but he was not ready for that playoff atmosphere, that playoff adversity. You know what I'm saying? The competition of the playoffs, and he was not ready. He got taken out, and we had no third string quarterback, so we pretty much got blew out that game because we had nobody that could throw passes to somebody else out there. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Justin Shabazz. Protons, electrons always cause explosions. Damn, 49ers. We let Brandon Ayuk slip through our fingers, right? I just wish they would at least trade him and got some, something, some assets, something valuable for him, because now nobody gonna pick him up far as a trade. So San Fran has no choice but to release him. Man, San Francisco. First we got injuries to deal with. Now we got all these divas in our team, and if you're a diva, you're a cancer. I guess you gotta go. So we had to let him go. Peace. Stay locked and loaded. More great content. Your boy Justin Shabazz. Enjoy your weekend. Peace. Dang, Brandon Ayuk.